Just a reminder, with the noise ordinance rules around here, no starting of any vehicles until 9 a.m. That's about 10 minutes from now. Please do not start any motors until 9 a.m. Thank you. And we have a racer in need looking for a generator spark plug. If you happen to have an extra generator spark plug, bring it to the tower. Generator spark plug.
Do you know what it is? That's like saying I need a starter.
And the spark plug needed is a NGK BP MR4A. So if anybody happens to have one of those, please bring it to the tower. It's an NGKR BP MR4A generator spark plug. If you have one, bring it to the tower. Thank you. All right, folks, just before 9 o'clock, this will be your first call. Junior Dragsters, need you to the lanes, please. You're starting off the program today. Junior Dragsters, need you to come to the lanes now for your first qualifying session. Junior Dragsters, to the lanes, please. Once again, Junior Dragsters, I know we got 3 categories here today. I need you all to come to the lanes. They'll get you all put into the proper lanes as they come up here. So Junior Dragsters, bring them on down. You're starting off the program today. Also, folks, just remind you about social distancing throughout the pits, throughout the stands. Just be aware of your surroundings. Maintain social distancing throughout the whole time that you're here at New England Dragway. Unless you're sitting by yourself, and then you know you're all set, that you're socially distanced from anyone else. There we go. Well, except for you two over there. Well, you know, you can speak for each other. You know each other, so you can sit next. Oh yeah, push them away. There we go. I asked my wife this morning. I said, "What are you going to do this weekend?" And I'm not going to be home. And she says, "I think I can find things to do." You know. I've been around the house for the last 3 months, no racing, so she said, okay, time to get out of here.
Bill, did you know they actually did a survey of people and said as soon as social distancing is over and the lockdown is over and you can do anything you want, what are you going to do? And the number one answer was get away from my family.
There we go. Going on 38 years of marriage, she says, okay, time to go to the track again.
See, the people that I know have been married that long do plenty of social distancing. They didn't even need direction for it. It's like, you go over there, I'll go over here. There's a reason people have 4 different TVs, so you don't have to share one.
Exactly. Luckily, in the last 3 months, I was able to take care of all that honey to-do list, and so we're ready to go. But Junior Dragsters, need you to start making your way to the lanes, please. We're still just a couple minutes away from letting you start those full-powered motors there. We'll let you know right at 9 o'clock that is able to be done. Want to be kind neighbors to our guests here in the Epping-Brentwood area. All right, folks, 9 a.m. You're able to start those motors up now. It is 9 a.m. according to my Fitbit. So you're A-okay to get things rolling here, get those cars warmed up, fired up, because we're going to start doing some racing here. Junior Dragsters, you should be heading your way to the staging lanes. Once we take care of this qualifying round of juniors, we're going to go into a qualifying round of stock. So Just like yesterday, if you were here, then we'll follow with Super Street, Super Comp, Super Stock, Super Gas. Another round of juniors, and then go into our top dragster, competition eliminator, and top sportsman. Junior dragsters, all three categories, we need you down to the lanes, please. They will put you in the proper lane for your age category. Junior dragsters, bring them on down to the staging lanes, please. Junior dragsters, we need you to the lanes, please. Junior dragsters, to the staging lanes, please. So once we get going here, we'll start off with a round of juniors. They're getting them all suited up in the staging lanes now. Those that are running in stock, you'll be next that we call down here. I'm going to give you a shot at the track today, give you a fourth qualifying session. Time trials, I should say. Time trial sessions for Super Street and Super Comp. We'll do a qualifying round of Super Stock. And this will be your last call, junior dragsters, starting in 5 minutes. Last call for juniors to the lanes. We're starting the program here in 5 minutes. Last call for juniors to the staging lanes, please. right, first pair coming up right now. There'll be Jacob Byron and Kendall Willard, I should say. Byron out of New Boston, New Hampshire. Willard out of Leominster, Mass. This is our 6 to 9 year old category. Just think, you're 6 to 9 years old and they're going to get into a car that's doing 50 miles an hour in the 8th mile. When I was 7 years old, my mother said, just go outside and play in the dirt, you know? Byron, an 0:33 reaction time. Runs it through at a 12:14 at 53 miles an hour. Kendall Willard, 15:10 at 41 miles an hour. Tucker Cumming will come up right now, taking on Emma Stadowski. Tucker is 8 years old out of Milton, New Hampshire. Stadowski is 7 years old out of Leominster, Massachusetts. Tucker with a 12:55 at 50 miles an hour. Emma, 16:33 at 32 miles an hour. Attention to pits, attention to pits. I need stock eliminator to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator to the staging lanes, please, for your qualifying session this morning. Stock eliminator to the staging lanes, please. Michael Antoinette taking on Cody Cumming here. Cody, other half of the Cumming racing team. Antoinette out of Wantagh, New York, 9 years old. But stock eliminator, we need you to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator to the staging lanes, please. Cody, 1208 at 51 miles an hour. Michael, 1382 at 47 miles an hour. It looks like this will be our last 6 to 9-year-old. It'll be McKenna Mason, 7 years old, out of Northborough, Massachusetts. Stock eliminator to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator to the staging lanes, please. Okay, here we go. 10 to 13-year-old. It'll be Olivia Kara taking on Connor Cleary. Olivia calls her car the Wild Child. Connor, just a basic old orange paint job on his junior out of Taunton, Massachusetts. It's always fun to watch the parents out here when they're trying to stage the cars and they get stuck with all the stickiness here on the starting line. Stock eliminator, we need you to the staging lanes, please. Stockers, bring it on down to the staging lanes, please. No, it's just a little bit quicker here. It'll be Olivia at 9:07 at 72 miles an hour. Connor, a 9:92 at 67 miles an hour. Tyler Bolio to take on Paul Staba. Bolio out of Saco, Maine, 12 years old. Staba out of Hamilton, New Jersey, part of that Staba racing team. He's 12 years old also. Cars lined up, ready to go here. Staba's pre-stage. Bolio's pre-stage. Staba 883.5 at 73 miles an hour. Bolio 893.3 at 73 miles an hour. Ryan Schmidt coming up right now, going to take on Seth Noble. Top Fuel Seth on the side of Noble's car. Ryan, just a simple Ryan on the side of the car. Out of Berlin, New Jersey, 11 years old. Noble, 12 years old. And just a little information. Ryan took the win a couple weeks ago at ATCO, so looking to add a second trophy onto the shelf this year. Smith goes a little bit red here. Noble with an 032. 842 at 77 for Noble. 919 at 61 for Smith. We'll have Emily Staba taking on Lucas Willard. Stock eliminator, stock eliminator. Need you to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator to the staging lanes, please. Emily an 884 at 73 miles an hour. Lucas 1155 at 52. Next up, Amelia Stadowski to take on James Antoinette. Both James and Amelia are 10 years old. Part of multi-car teams here in the junior dragster ranks. Antoinette at 977 at 65 miles an hour, 1192 at 53 for Stadowski. Chris Corey to take on Frank Aragona III out of Freehold, New Jersey, 12-year-old. Corey also 12. Local here at New England Dragway. Stock eliminator, we need you to the lanes, please. Stockers, we need you to the lanes, please. You're coming up right after junior dragsters. Record next pair. It'll be Madison Douglas and Ava Maloney. Usually these two are gallivanting around the country with the Maloney group. Madison gets there first, 862 at 74. Ava, 901 at 72. They'll take care of the 10 to 13. Now we'll go in to the 14 and over category. Abby Croto taking on Josh LeBlanc here. We'll step up the power just a little bit. Abby, 16 years old, out of Pelham, New Hampshire. Josh, 15 years old, out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Abby with the RGA tire auto repair and towing sponsorship. Actually, Dad owns RGA out of there in Pelham, New Hampshire. LeBlanc works for the city of Manchester. push us to go a little bit faster when you get to go into that 13 to 16 category. 784 for Abby at 84 miles an hour. 812 at 79 miles an hour for Josh over in the Raleigh Auto Lane. Jaylee Susi out of Monmouth, Maine, taking on Kyle Rice here. Jaylee out of Monmouth, Maine, up there on the coast, 14 years old. Rice out of the Worcester, Massachusetts area. Rutland, Massachusetts, 13 years old. $795 at 81 for Jay Lee, $804 at 80 for Kyle. Linda Prizer coming up right now to take on Jason DiTucci. Linda getting there first, 810 at 80 miles an hour, 804 at 77 for Jason DiTucci. Matt Shell coming up right now, taking on Emma Aragona. And this will be a last call for stalkers. Last call for stalkers to the lanes. Last call, stock eliminator to the staging lanes. We're going to 006 reaction time, 790 at 82 miles an hour. Shell and 032, 785 at 83. And the last one here in the 14 to 17, Tori Iacano. .041 reaction time. 788 at 82 miles an hour. At least according to my screen, it reads a 87.5 degree temperature out there. The effective altitude is at about 1,925 feet. All right. 79 degrees outside, it should say, as we have all the cell phones looking to the weather stations all around here. Just want to make sure we remind everyone to maintain social distancing when you are out and about. Hey, Manny, don't worry. They're all social distancing away from you, so it's too early in the day to really worried about that. Start off things now with a fourth qualifying session in stock. They did 3 rounds yesterday. Going to get another round this morning before they go into their first round of eliminations here just a little bit later on this morning, early afternoon. We're going to start off with Keith Sansone's D-Stock Automatic, 66 Chevy 2. Going to take on Grace Baraka with their F-Stock Automatic 68 GTO. Okay, here we go. The Money Mouse, 66 Chevy 2. Let's see what they can do today. 1069 for Sansone, 1274 for Baraka in the GTO. Dean Ribeiro will come up right now, 97 Superstock. Actually, this the SS Camaro, 350 Chevrolet, taking on Glenn Briglio, the B&B Automotive Machine, 90 Camaro, out of Massapequa Park, New York. iStock Automatic for Briglio. Ribeiro, a C-Stock automatic out of India Riley Lane. $10.96 for Ribeiro, $11.42 for Briglio. Actually, that was the best run for Briglio. $10.92 was the best. That was run yesterday for Ribeiro. Ken Robinson, 67 Camaro. The Robinson Motorsports out of Toms River, New Jersey, taking on Tony Jarvis, Millis, Mass. The 2014 Cobra Jack. 876, 154 for Jarvis. 1093, 120 for Robinson. Leonard Abertson comes up right now. The Barracuda Vitamin C E-Stock automatic taking on Greg Gay's C-Stock automatic. 69 Super B. $10.94 for Gay, $10.71 for Abramson. Actually, $11.71 for Abramson, $111. Tyler Philippone comes up right now. The P-Stock automatic, 86 Cutlass. The AutoWorks Unlimited out of Hampstead, New Hampshire. Taking on Jerry Hatch, 70. Duster out of Lubbock, Maine. Hatch 003 on the reaction time. And out the other side. 1071, 122, 1266 at 103 for Philippone. Bob Vogel will come up right now. 81 Malibu. K-Stock automatic taking on Tom O'Loughlin's 68 Chevelle. The F-Stock automatic out of Braintree, Mass. It'll be at 1127 for O'Loughlin, 1180 for Vogel. Looks like Logo will stay in that #1 spot. Scott Gove comes up right now, the AA Stock S automatic. Taking on Jack. The Jack Flash, Jack Mattis. Factory Stock C, big wheel of the year there for Bill 004 with the reaction time out of Ellisville, Maine. $935 for Matthew. $999 1. Adam Strang, the C Stock, are taking on George Merzer's D Stock automatic. Duster. This will be a first call. First call for Super Street to the lanes, please. Super Street to the staging lanes, please. Super Street to the staging lanes, please. George LaBelle will come up right now. 69 Camaro Ragtop 350 Chevrolet taking on James Whitehead's C-Stock automatic 98 Camaro. Also powered by a 350 power plant. Whitehead at 1084 at 122. 1215 at 107 for LaBelle and the Ragtop Camaro. Next up, it'll be Bob Moran's 69 Camaro. The REM Trucking sponsored B stock automatic. Taking on Tim Barrett, G stock automatic out of Fort Hand, New York, with the 69 Camaro. Also Z28. Big block 396 for Moran, 1032, 128. 1139 for Barrett at 113. Nick Ryder will come up right now. The 71 Charger RT, Dodge-powered 440 out of Warminster, PA. Going to take on Jeff Eastburn out of Elkton, Maryland, with the 83 Camaro, 305 H-stock automatic. Be the Mopar getting there first, 1057, 125, 1161 at 99 for Eastburn and the Camaro. Super Street to the lanes, please. Super Street to the staging lanes, please. Gary Parker, the firefighter out of Westfield, Mass, taking on Greg Barsamian and his Camaro. G-stock automatic, taking on Parker's I-stock automatic. Barsamian 1114, 118, 1130 at 94 for Parker. Next pair, Jim Farrell, the H-stock automatic. They're taking on Eugene Monahan's K-stock automatic. 89 Pontiac, GM powered, 350. Bit of smoke there at the finish line for Farrell. Right at the finish line there, bunch of white smoke. So we're going to go take a quick look at that. And looks like he stopped down there in the shutdown area, so we will take a quick look. So we'll send the safety team out there, make sure everything's all set. All right, looks like we're going to have just a little bit of a cleanup. We'll get some fluid there in the shutdown area. Really would be nice if the kids were sitting on that golf cart.
America's food supply, our heritage, and many of our freedoms are under attack by animal rights extremists who are waging war against America's farmers, sportsmen, and animal owners. The food we eat, sport hunting, fishing, and even owning a pet are all at risk. Protect the Harvest exists to defend our way of life, to preserve our food supply, and to stand up for our individual rights. Now is the time to educate yourself. Learn more at protecttheharvest.com.
MicroStrategies has been transforming business through innovation for nearly 35 years. Our core focus is to help our customers manage, mine, and monetize their data and informational assets. Whether it is in enterprise content management, big data and analytics, IoT, cloud, or security solution, we have the skill and the experience to help our customers disrupt their markets and lead in their industries.
It's time for a new mattress. And who are your mattress go-to guys? PC Richard & Son, that's who. Our mattress experts will help you find the mattress of your dreams. All the best brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. When you want it, need it, just gotta have it, we'll get it there the next day. So sleep better with the right mattress from the right mattress company. Oh yeah, it's time for a new mattress. Get to PC Richard & Son, the company you can trust since 1909.
Tech Department to your radio, please. Tech Department to your radio, please. Super Street to the lanes, please. Super Street 1 and to the lanes, please. All right, looks like we need everybody to get back to their vehicles and get themselves all suited back up. All right, looks like all cleaning equipment is getting back into place. Getting racers back into their cars. Everybody back into the stands. Please make sure we are maintaining social distancing throughout the whole facility here. Next up, Mark Callahan taking on Mike Farrell here, the 72 Duster. Innovative Performance Automotive sponsor. Taking on Callahan in 69 Camaro, the E-Stock Automatic. Actually, this would be a heads-up race. So this would come up in round of racing. This would be a heads-up race. Both are E-Stock Automatic. As long as it's not a red light. First one to the finish line would take the win. $10.83.8 for Callahan, $10.90 with a 5 for Farrell. Mike Ganchi will come up right now to Tewksbury, Mass. The iStock Automatic 85 Camaro to take on John Schall. Schall out of Fultonham, New York. The AA Stock S Automatic, I should say. 64 Fury. Schall at 1017, 105, 1204, 109 for Ganchi and the Camaro. Tim Pardish comes up right now, the D-Stock Automatic, 97 Camaro, take on Barry Parker's B-Stock Automatic, 70 Camaro. Wheel stand there for the B-Stocker. Pardish, 002 red. 1043 for Parker. 1090 for Pardish. Allison Dahl comes up right now. She's the champion. 98 Firebird. The Porter Tree sponsored. 98 Firebird. Take it on Howie Smith out of North Syracuse, New York. The 80 Malibu. M-Stock Automatic. $0.02 reaction time. Runs a 1040, 127. About average where she ran yesterday. 12019 for Howie Smith and the Malibu. Tim Stickles comes up right now, the Malibu Blues out of Dover, New Hampshire. The M-Stock Automatic taking on Peter Foster, East Coast Tire sponsor. 67 Camaro, F-Stock Automatic. $10.99, 117 for Foster, $12.37 at 107 for Stickles, the Malibu Blues. Next up, it'll be the Copo Factory Stock B 2014 Camaro of Bob Latalia taking on Bob Broadbent's 69 Camaro, the A Stalker. Both shifting through the gears here. Broadbent 009 runs a 1011 at 131, 987.4, 136 for Latelia's Copo 2014 Camaro. Lauren Kanuick coming up right now. The old stock automatic 77 Grand Prix, Pontiac powered out of Oliphant, PA. Taking on Angelo DeTalco out of Mahopac, New York. 97 Pontiac. The B stock automatic. Next up, we got Brad Rose, the F-Stock automatic out of Amherst, New Hampshire. 67 Camaro going to take on the 2014 Copo 427 of Philip Langford out of Langhorne, PA. Calls it the Gold Rush. Stock getting their final hit before they go into eliminations here just a little bit later on today. .001 red to a .003 red. It'll be Langford to the stripe first, 9:29, 145, and 11:17 at 117 for Brad Rose. F-Stock automatic out of Danbury, Connecticut, 67 Chevy 2. Retired electrician. Got the Jim's Welding sponsorship. Taking on Chris Butcher, H-Stock automatic out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. He's an engineer with his 83 Camaro. $11.34.2 for Butcher, $11.04.7 for Walters. Battle of the Novas here. Tim Gray coming up right now. The F-Stock automatic out of Hudson, Mass. 72, 350 Chevy Power. Taking on Ed Besnaz's B-Stocker, Big Block 396 out of Terryville, Connecticut. Bednaz 1047, 127, 1107, 117 for Tim Gray and his F-Stock automatic Chevy Nova. Katie Sapana coming up right now, the A-Stock automatic. Chevelle taking on John Gray, 69 Camaro. Gray getting to the stripe first, 10:03, 131, 11:52 at 99 for Stepanek. Billy Harper comes up right now, 69 Chevy Nova, Brimfield, Mass. The F stock automatic taking on the D stocker Todd Bednaz out of Plymouth, Connecticut. His 68 Camaro. Harper 004 in the tree. It'll be a 1067 for Bednaz, 1113 for Harper. Next pair, Bob Horgan, 86 Firebird. The H-Stock automatic, actually James Daniels out of Yardley, PA with his 83 Camaro. The Barsky and McMath. Both H-Stock automatics here. This would be a heads-up race. Let's see who gets to the stripe first. 11:30 with a 2 for Daniels, 11:43.8 for Horgan. Rich Prizer comes up right now. 68 Mustang, Ford-powered 428, taking on Jim Roberts and his 69 Ragtop Camaro. C-Stock, a G-Stocker taking on the C-Stocker of Prizer. $10.73, $123 for Prizer. 11:16 at 118 for Roberts. Rich Boyle comes up right now. The Boiling Point 73 Chevy Nova taking on Matt Lisa out of Vernon, New Jersey. 23-year-old in the military with the 83 Camaro 305. Both put it up in the air there. Maybe 11:30 for Boyle, 11:26 for Matt Lisa. Brian Valentine will come up right now, the 87 Camaro, the J-Stock automatic out of Millwood, New York. Taking on Ron Jersey with his 69 Camaro. $11.76.9, $112 for Valentine. $11.13.8, $116 for Ron Infantino. Looks like we got 3 left here in stock. Eric Merrifield, the Minuteman Missile, 2010 Challenger, Dodge 345. Red Pack taking on Joe Lisa's 68 Camaro. D-Stock automatic. Merrifield, 10.46.3, 11.11.9 for Joe Lisa and his Camaro. And the last up here in stock would be Shane Oakes out of Otisville, PA. The rough and ready 83 Camaro G-Stock automatic. 11:31 at 117 for the rough and ready 83 Camaro. All right, as we go into Super Street, we're going to turn the helm over to Mr. Alan Reinhardt. He'll take you through the next couple of categories here as part of the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series here at New England Dragway. Hey, Fred.
Can you guys hear me now? Really? Bill handed me a microphone that hadn't been powered up. Jeez, and I thought we were friends. Does that mean I got to tell that whole thing again? I was born in 1942. He hands me a microphone with a switch on but didn't power it up. Jeez, things I have to deal with. You missed the lobster roll story. I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. Everybody that came in this morning asked me, did I find my lobster roll? And the answer is no. And the reason is because I'm an idiot. Well, combination of that, and I got back to the hotel. I punched in my GPS. It said 2.6 miles. I said, man, let's go. I drove about a mile, and it said lost a GPS signal. I drove around for half an hour and ended up with a Lunchable from 7-Eleven. I know that's not exactly a lobster roll, but, you know, at that point it was close enough. So I'm going to try again tonight. I may fail again tonight, but I'm going to try again tonight. I'm going to assume that we found the spark plug and we don't need to keep this one unless somebody's saving old parts to build a collage or do some artwork. I do believe they're getting ready to clear off the top end of the racetrack. We'll be able to dive back into it. Our Lucas Oil competitors, depending on category, are all doing a final either time run or qualifying run this morning. Then they go into eliminations, Alcohol Dragster and Alcohol Funny Car. Their fields are set. They will run eliminations today until we hand out trophies. And the juniors will have one more crack at the racetrack in qualifying, and then they will run eliminations to conclusion today. So our Ford Chevy matchup rolls back into the water box now as the top end of the racetrack is clear. Pete Neal out of John's Racecraft. The Raging Bull 2, which of course begs the question, what happened to the original Raging Bull? I figure there's two options for the original Raging Bull. Either he mellowed in his old age and no longer is raging, or he never got old to begin with. Oh yeah, I guess if the microphone was off, you didn't hear that, did you? Attention in the pits. Super Comp, I need you to the staging lanes, please. Super Comp, to the staging lanes. Classic Corvette, classic Mustang. Duking it out down to the stripe. Tony Jarvis goes 008, 1089. He is ready to race. 1096 at 139 miles an hour for Peter Neal in the Corvette. And that'll bring up Bud Finch, the Dodge at Daytona. I'm going to use my years of expertise and say that I do believe that thing's got a big block wedge in it because the distributor sticks out the side of the scoop. And if it was a small block, it wouldn't. I guess it was a Hemi. Louis Pinilla, that's 66. Yellow Nova, that would be the square car. Down to the stripe, 1079, 144. Bud's going to have to pull the reins in on that a long way. 1092 at 143 for Lewis. How about a 1967 first-gen Pontiac Firebird? The all-black machine out of Connecticut. And Russ O'Dell. Russ has been around this a while. That NHRA is the Northeast Timing Organization, which has been around a long time. 1965 442, which at one point meant 4-speed, 4-barrel, and dual exhaust, but that has long since gone by the wayside. Long since. 1078 at 107 miles an hour. Odell trying to slow it down on the top end, and he needs to slow it down way much more. Way much. That wasn't good sentence structure, but you get the point, right? 1093 at 150 miles an hour for Darren Wood. After he goes red a couple thou. Now it's Ray Butler and Lori Butler with the Malibu. It's Ted Leahy and Teddy Leahy. 1967 Shoebox Nova. It's just me, or is it kind of funny that, you know, in the 50s all the cars were kind of round and poofy. And then in the early 60s, they all sat down and said, we have a design meeting. We need a new design. And somebody said, how about square? Well, we've been around for so long. How about square? And all the cars became square. poof. Like we are experiencing technical difficulties with the PA system. Please stand by. I think Bill's messing with me now. I made fun of him yesterday, so he just keeps turning my microphone off. Loans goes 1098. Busa goes 1099. Brings up Barb Markelo in the Camaro on the left side. And Carly Wolf in the Mustang on the right side. You know, if the Mustang didn't have chrome wheels, wouldn't it look a little like a moonshiner car? It's kind of blacked out. Watch the difference in speed now as Barbara Markelo drops way back, and then that thing really hustles down the other end. 10.903. Barbara, you're the man, so to speak. That's a figure of speech, okay? It's like, you know, you guys, that's gender neutral. But 007 Dead Tree is a 10-pack. That's best in category. Carly Wolf goes 1089 at 123.9. And that'll bring up Jorge Canero. And that is the only blown small block BMW in competition this weekend. I'm sure of that. I checked them all. Rick Mattioli. 67,427 Singing down to the stripe, 1093, 138 miles an hour for Rick. George goes 1096 at 138. And that'll bring up the pulverizer, Larry Bowman. And the Dr. Davis guy, and that's Dave Johnson. The prophecy, I can see in the future, and I will run 1102. Well, if you could see that, you should have done something about it, because that is a mile off the dial. Larry goes 1098, and that's not exactly dialed in either. Now it's Andrew Johnson for Doc Davis Ice Cream. A Master VW Tech? Really? Okay. I'm assuming he's talking about newer model VWs, because you talk about the old bugs, there wasn't a whole lot to master there. I mean, if you had a pair of ice grips and a hammer, you could pretty much fix one of those things. Keith Mayer's over here in the Porsche, the multiple-time division champ. Keith goes 1097 at 141, 1096 at 123 for Andrew Johnson. And so far, Barbara Markelo is the best in category. She's showing the boys what it's all about. Frank Volpe going to try his luck next. He's in the left side. Rob Ladder's in the right side. Both drivers jump early. You better get that completely out of your system. This is the last time a red light is going to be offered for free. They get real expensive coming up later in the weekend. 1097, 124 miles an hour for Frank. Rob goes 11:04 at 152, and that'll bring up Corey Prindle in his 83 model Camaro with the small block, and Wayne Seavey in the El Camino. That thing is tubbed. It is slammed. It's got a smiley face on the rear license plate. I got to tell you had me right until smiley face on the rear license plate. I'm not a smiley face on the rear license plate guy, but I like the rest of it. 1093, 135 miles an hour for Wayne. Corey goes 1098 at 139 miles an hour. And now it's Paul Lorente in that 1967 Camaro. And Pat Doherty in the Grand Am. Man, those two really pound the throttle stop, don't they? What's that? Throttle stop comes on at a 10th. We just need to get out of the beam and then park. 1093, 147 miles an hour for Paul. 1102, 149 miles an hour for Pat. Ooh, the battle of the S10s. My S10's quicker than your S10. So let's see. Zach Byron on the left side in the orange S10 has the net tailgate in order to lessen wind resistance. And Taylor Iacono driving for Quick Lash. And the folks at Bernie's. And she just got the tonneau cover on the back of hers for lessening wind resistance. Well, had this been a race, it would all be over because Zach went fast. Taylor goes 029 and 1089. That's not bad. Not bad. I mean, she's no Barbara Markolo, but it's not bad. 11 flat, 122 miles an hour for Zach after he lit the bottom bulb. Now it's Neil Vaccaro's lightning rod. I am not standing next to that. Hey, look, there have been enough stuff go bad in 2020 without standing next to a lightning rod. The one thing that I have learned, though, if you ever get caught on a golf